there. I was thinking to check my little ones today, so why not take you with me, because it's more fun that way. But yeah, so these two are the ones which I bought last April, May from Schwerter. And I know this looks really huge, but if you have seen the repotting video for this one, it's it was like it had really strong and long and healthy roots, so it needed this sort of pot. So it's a bit funny because the plant itself is so small compared to the size of the pot. But yeah, this is you already saw it, it's Laelia tenebrosa aurea. And I've been trying to understand what this is actually doing. It feels like there is pseudobulb somewhere in there. Yep. So it's plumping up. So I guess that's a pseudobulb. So I think in Finnish we call it sirkkalehti, which is the seedling leaves which plants usually have before they grow bigger. You can see it, I think I had in my intermedia, similar kind of thing too. So this is really firm and plump, and it does feel Cattleya type now that it's growing, and as you can see, so it looks like these are the bottom leaves, these two, and there's the pseudobulb. So it looks really funny, but it's starting to look like Cattleya, but I still haven't seen any new growth, or maybe there's an eye actually bulging. Perhaps if I can get any closer, let's see. So I'm sure there's something bulging, so might be that there is coming new might be that this time this is actually doing something else than growing roots, but roots are good, right? So this is the Laelia gouldiana, and the pseudobulbs are still maturing in this. The bigger ones, they are a little bit higher. I have the living moss here, but it's just to making sure. Oh, sorry. So yeah, did that again. Okay, one more time. So this is the Laelia gouldiana, and the pseudobulbs are plumping up really nicely. The new ones, one is here, and the other one is here. They are a little bit more slender compared to the two. There is actually two plants in here, but because they were so tangled together, I didn't want to disturb the roots when I got this. There was actually three, but I placed it in the wrong place, so it got rot, and it rotted away. And I can see more eyes actually moving. Yeah, there is also, but it's really deep in there, so you cannot see that well. But there you might actually see the eye moving. Isn't it cute? Yeah, you can see that. So yeah, gouldiana growing a lot. Oh, and I finally measured the humidity and temperature and all in that my paludarium, and the humidity during the day is 65% around that ish, and all the other things inside of there and with it. And then what more I was thinking, yeah, and the temperature is around 27 during the daytime. And because I don't have a heater in the water which is there in the paludarium, so the paludarium water is around 21-23 maximum, so it stays cool. So during the nighttime it gets lots of condensation and it rises close to 80% of humidity, and the temperature drops like 4 or 5 degrees. So it's really ideal for these ones. So no wonder my seedlings are doing that good. I can see that there is a little bit of redness. I guess it's from the... I need to check closer that there is no bugs or anything. Anyway, if there is any bugs coming into my paludarium, I'll be buying some predatorymites in there to live with them and just munch them off if I ever get any sort of issues. But yeah, I think that's for the light. And this is the newest pseudobulb, so I have to be mindful of that. And this is that little Oncidium Tiny Twinkle, white and red, and I'm hoping it's going to grow bigger pseudobulbs this time, because it was set back really a lot when I got it from Karke, but this has been a bit bigger. There is growing new pseudobulb again, and it did actually flower from one of these during the summertime. Now it's not going to flower because, anyway, as I usually do, I lower the light level, or the amount of light I'm giving them during the winter. So they get around 10 hours like others too as well. And it's still well hold on, and I guess it's bits of yeah, this is the oldest leaf, so it's sucking it off and it's going to be bare bulb. I might have to separate this at some point and have 2 tiny twinkles, but then I can have like I don't know, there's 100 subscribers soon. I think I'm like 69 or something, so why not? If this has grown up, so I'll make a giveaway or something. But hold on a sec, I'll bring another ones here. I'm blabbing too much. And just when I was telling you that if I ever see any critters on the small plants in my paludarium, I need to order some predatorymites, and now it seems to be the thing here, because I just found spider mites on that Laelia gouldiana leaves. So I don't know, I have to take all of those, which I can actually lift out and spray them. I need to spray them. I have that Miss Orchid Girl spray a mixture for that. But because it's so confined environment and it's moist and everything, I need to have the predatorymites there. So I need to do this like, because the thing is, when the spider mites looks red, that's when they are going to spread. So I'm taking some of those, the gouldiana and their friends, off from there, in case to minimize the contamination. I'm sure there are somewhere spider mites more spider mites, but I cannot see them now. So I need to do the spraying, and then I'm going to get those. I think I'm starting to keep the predatorymites there and just renew the order every once in a while to keep it up, because if they are there, they are there. So only way to actually really clean it off and get the spider mites off is to empty the whole thing. And I think if I'm able to actually hold it until springtime or something, maybe these plants are more sturdy and I have some sort of like different place for them, and I'm able to actually save them. But yeah, it's like a constant battle, and I'm honestly, last time when I look at them, I think it was a week ago when I was watering them, I couldn't see. I could see a little bit redness, I think, on the gouldiana's leaves, but I thought because I did move it from one place to another that it's just getting more light. And yeah, but it's like one of the leaves, you might actually see it when I have shown you just now how the gouldiana was. So you might have seen it. I think I'll put there some sort of like, can you see the spider mites thing? But yeah, it's like I have thrips in this room. I have spider mites in my paludarium. It's like a bad joke. But yeah, this is life with the plants. Honestly, yeah. But yeah, I'm going to take off all the things that I can and spray them and just try to minimize the impact, because it takes time for them, the company, to actually prepare the order and all. So I have to do something now, because I cannot just walk there and go and say to them, hey, give me some spider mites. I need to wait from the post office. So and because I'm putting that mixture to battle them, that's actually requiring for me to have this waiting period, some I think it's called grace, for 2 weeks, in order to get them to. Oh yeah, but yeah, this just yeah, life. But yeah, let's look at these. These have been in different place in there, and I'm hoping I'm getting the predatory mites before those spider mites are getting these ones. So fingers crossed. I'm hoping I'm not seeing on any other leaves there any spider mites, the red ones, which are planning to invade the world. So everything that has the red ones on them, I'm going to just tear them out. So this is going to be interesting. Luckily, I haven't attached that many things in there. So this is one of the reasons I haven't attached. One is that I haven't decided the layout yet, and the plants and how they are getting the light. And second, I can still have an impact if there is some sort of silly mites or something. But yeah, now we have to look these really carefully. Oh yeah, and I cleaned this table before I brought these in, and I washed my hands and all, so hopefully I'm not moving any spider mites there. And yeah, you can see. So continue after that saga. So as you can see, these are growing nice roots. So this one, I think these are I haven't got the tag for everyone because I assumed that they all just keel over or something. Cattleya deckeri might actually be able to do that now that everybody has their own tag. That they haven't died yet, unless spider mites gets them. So yeah, so there you can see, as well as the root growth, there is actually sorry about the squeaky noise, still haven't worked on that. So that one is new growth. I might actually be able to bring it closer. Yeah, so as you can see. So this is the deckeri, and I'm really waiting for these ones. They look really nice and interesting. And this one was the one who was always like up front with everyone, so it was like already growing this huge leaf there. There's the 2 pseudobulbs. They are not as big as these others, but I assume it's just because I had to repot them or deflask them just now. They are growing some new roots. I can see some new roots there. There is some nubbins on these new growths. And no, cannot see any grazing. I'm just so nervous about that. Hopefully I got them on time, because it was like a week ago or something, so it's like, yeah. And yeah, I was like, didn't I show you? But yeah, here you can see there is actually 2 again. So this one has 1 pseudobulb there, and the other one's down there. Okay. And I think it was a good call to actually change the media into more airy mix at that point. I have to calculate how many weeks I kept, maybe 2 months in that pure moss. And I think Rölke also was suggesting in their, there was like papers stating what to do with these seedlings. So that was Deckery as well. So they were saying that you should actually keep them like a few weeks only in pure sphagnum, and then you should change them into something better. And this, I think, is completely, so we cannot see any roots in there, sorry. But as you can see, this is well rooted there, so I shouldn't need this anymore here, but I'm going to keep it just in case, so this won't flop all around. It doesn't seem to have, well, it has that new root there underneath that new growth, but I can't see yet any new pseudobulbs, so might be that those are coming later. So the Deckery said reporting was a-okay. So let's see what the ring Catlianthe, that Pamela Finney crossed with Zaccharic wax, is telling me. That little thing, still alive, still kicking. I cannot see any spider mite damage. Let's look at this. So I cannot see any spider mite damage on this one either, which is good. I'll bring you closer in. There, can you see that little one is growing new roots? So even that small little thing actually wants to grow. And there's a new root there, root tip going down. And then to the next one. It's really difficult because there's a perlite all over the place, so this is that cross Runcantlianthe again. It's got more pseudobulb than most of them, as you can see. I cannot show you more anything special. Every time I see something small, oh, is that a spider mite? But yeah, roots, lots of roots. That's the game here. Okay, and then the last one. This is oddball. This has grown this one root up there, and it doesn't want to concentrate on this one. Please focus. Okay, so you can see that huge root there. So this hasn't grown yet any new pseudobulbs, and I cannot see any damage yet. So hopefully this is going to be okay. So let's see, continue. And then I have this semi-alba Cerulean intermedia. And yeah, there is a load of these plants. And they seems to be growing new roots. If I can just remember to, yeah, now it's focused. So there's new roots. There's probably inside there new roots. It feels firm even without this this support, so it's quite good. So let's see, continue. So all of them have actually established in here, which is, I'm really proud of them. Spider mites. Oh, and you remember these leaves? They were like attached. Like, I think it was because of I don't know if it's like lack of moisture or lack of something else, but they were really tightly squeezed, you remember? And now they are almost fully open. So that's something. I'm really proud of them. Yeah, this is opening too. I was trying to yank them open, but it wasn't like working. So I'm really happy for these. Is that something? I'm now seeing everywhere these spider mites, and I think this is a new pseudobulb. So this is this further away, because there is actually there is two new pseudobulbs. So there is one here. Oh. So there's one here. This one, that's a new one. If you would focus. Thank you. This is the original one, and that's a new one there as well. And root, they are going in, and it's like, feels really stable. I cannot see the roots yet. Oh yeah, never mind, there's one. See that? That's a root. Nina was asking me what's prompting me to actually do the repotting, and for me it's difficult to tell, because I've been around plants since I don't even remember. I've been growing up in a farm, so for me it's like it's something which is in the way the plant is that tells me that it's now stalling, or it's not doing as well as it's supposed to be doing. So I'm acting before it's actually looking really bad. And I really cannot put my finger on it, but there is something which tells me, and I really don't know. I cannot explain it. I've been trying to think my brain out what's making me to do that, but sorry, that's the only thing I can tell you. Experience. So yeah, so as you can see, those roots are just loving their life. I think this one, yeah, it's still hanging in there, so of course I'm going to keep it. This doesn't have yet new pseudobulbs, but I think we can forgive this one that, and there is coming new leaf. So yeah, and next week I'm going to take off these supports so that I'm not pushing the leaves into awkward positions. So, and yeah, this one was also like the leaves were tightly packed, like with vandas you see. So this is actually working like a vanda. Like, no, that was just, I was trying to open it at some point, so there is like a mechanical damage, which is my doing. So yeah, roots. Yep. And I think I see some bulging in there, so might be that this is actually going to be pushing out new pseudobulbs soon. And again, it's really feel firm, so I can imagine that the roots are deep in their pot. And then the last one. Cannot see now any roots on the surface, but this is quite big pot. This one I can see the roots are there. Well, of course I cannot tell you how they are in there, so, and I don't want to move that, but if you look at there, inside there, there's actually growing a new leaf in the middle. So I assume it's doing well. So all of these are pushing out something new. Either it's roots, either it's new pseudopods, either it's both, or either it's like leaves and roots, and also everyone here is doing quite well, or terrific actually. And I'm really happy about these leaves, because this is telling me that they are really starting to establish, and they feel that they are at their home. So I'm going to keep this like inside of this little container which they are in, and hopefully I'm going to be able to get my predatorymites in 2 weeks time, and I'm going to keep them up there. So it's like it's less of an hassle and easier, because now it's the winter. It's like the inside air is really harsh for these. So if I can keep them inside of the container just enough that they are like, yeah. That was it from these ones. And next we have those trichocentrum. Yes, that was that. Just a second. Okay, and here's the next batch. This one. This is a bit trickier. So this is the Trichocentrum sepaletta. And I think it was like some rat something. Not sure, was it? But it's common name. And I feel that they are having roots in there. For example, these small ones, which are here without any support. So they're not dying, but I think because I did move them into more light after I have been watching them carefully for a while, and then I was reading more about them, and now I was like, okay, I'll just move them into more light, and they are now in the ballodarium as well. I can see there, it's got nice roots there. Going into the media, I think that's a new leaf, and that might be as well new leaf. So this one is the biggest one, or that's a new pseudobulb actually, because these are pseudobulbs, and there is actually coming new root right there. Yeah, you're somehow focused. And the next one. So these little cuties are inside the pot together. I think they have some roots. And I can see that there is like coming out some new leaves in the middle or something. So yeah, still alive. This seems to be a bit slower than the Cattleyas. I think it's Cattleya. And not Cattleya, but everybody is saying Cattleya, so yeah. Trying to learn this. Take that part off. So next one, we have a community here, and this is just because everybody is so small. And I think they are growing in a way so that it's like they are just doing their thing, being slow. And then there's the next one. Might be that because of, yeah, as I mentioned, the report and the change of the scenery, but now I can see that the new roots are not dying off. So this is a good sign, because the roots of these were dying off in that old media, which is not a good thing, as you can imagine. As you can see there, there's again new root coming in there. looking quite nice. And there's new root coming there. So I think this is doing great. I was wondering if these are too big pot for these ones. Well, this one has some sort of issues with it. I need to fix that. So this hasn't had really good roots, and it seems to be like it's not willing to actually do good roots. So it might be one of like the ones which doesn't make it or something, but there's so loads of them, so it's not like end of the world. And this one, yeah, again, seems to be, as you could see, the other one, it was just wobbling around, even though both of them, this and that one, was like attached to the pole. But this, as you can see, it's like clearly having roots. So yeah, I'm happy. And let's see this one. So this one has some sort of issues, like you can see it's like completely out of the pot. It's not even attached. It doesn't seem to have roots, but it's a strong plant, so I'll try to save it. So these were the Trichocentrum cepaletas, and they seems to be doing okay and seems to be adapting to their new environment and new media or new mixture quite well, which I'm happy. So there might be little ones going out into the world someday. But yeah, these were all the seedlings, and we had some drama in the middle there, and let's see what sort of video I can make this. But this is, well, you know, this is life with the plants. There are bugs everywhere, so it's like, it's inevitable. But yeah, see you next time. Bye bye.